in. Spirit, telling me that they have people invisible. It would scare most seeing things, including spirit hands in my head almost show me something. Might have been wounding me. He says I'm a drunk. And fortunately, what they did, the with Satan 13 years ago, sound exactly like them. Let's say you can't stand, and then you hear this voice over and over. Stand. You figure out after a while it wasn't the same person. It's, you're not hearing them. How did this happen? They're not dead. There were a lot of things to puzzle, and that's one of them. I can't even imagine the fact. There's nothing else to see. It's just the heater. Let's see. Also, well, facing. Probably will start with. And 3. That's right. Things that would cause people to shriek with horror, and the little. But you can only shriek with horror so long. Gotcha. Spirit, fraud. She said both of them, very much in the absolutely perpetrate fraud using any. making tub area creak in the bathroom. There is wraps around the kitchen. Well, it wraps around the kitchen and it wraps around as well. I've actually heard them sink going up and down and then underneath the floor and then over to the closet behind me. And and a bum's playing and that's a sicko. Well, if I look out, it's to the left. About kidneys and selling kidneys. That's been a threat for a couple of years. One of the bums is just pulled and he's trying to make a quote vice out of stomach material. It's a rag. He is a rag. You hear something in the back of the spirit? I don't know if you can pick it up. It's quite the monster, actually. There's another spirit. Darkness, get the hell out. Speaking of hell, I thought who art me. Come, please forgive us trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. It is not our intention, but deliver us from evil. Glory forever. Another thud. Whether he means a code is dangerous. I think he's talking about real radon. That's the smoking area. And there's a creek. See you, monster. Bad dirt. We set up and volume camera. Members of the business. It's not tape. Pill. Excuse me, a curse. So if you'd like to film your spirit mother first to that interview practically to my bums here. Bums like them. Excuse me, the chocolate thanks. More to write it down. That's gone on hours ago. And it's all retarded in figures. And 13 years of the bumps playing with chakras, they're still retarded in 13 years later. I'm not going to obey anybody, you reeking Nazi shit. You're not telling me what to do, you ugly bastard. You're not gonna fucking tell me what to do, you ugly, stupid, damned bitch. There's a pants down. I think it's could be a retarded the LaSalle security guards. It's got a high voice like one of the retarded guards at the LaSalle, and they pretend to be on extortion, bastard, all with him, and probably secure any authority, and you are off the property to guard. If that is you, ugly bitch, I'll have you on videotape, and I'll make sure it gets there for everybody who wants started dog security guard that pretends he's a cop. You and you are a retarded dog. You're gonna shut the hell up, and you're gonna leave me alone. You're ripped up in shreds, ugly bitch. And you ever come near me, up, no on your
spit in your fucking ugly face if you come near me, you bitch. And I'm not going to be the one arrested for it, you ugly bitch. You're a dog pretending you have authority. So keep barking, bitch, because you have no authority over me.
It's just a retardo, and you know, he's a blood, and he has no authority. And they've got a couple different areas. It sounds like they've got someone or two people behind the wall in the closet area. And that horse threatening blindfold. Go to hell, bitch. They're talking about, so the ugly bitch is talking about wound and rent, huge rent. Nobody owes the extortionist bitch any money, but he's going to get on video extorting. And I'm going to have his license in shreds. I'm going to have him breaking in, and in the moment he breaks in, I'm going to have his face broadcasted. It's a dirty black Nazi bitch, and he's a separatist, he's a blood, and he's definitely in on killing whites and others. And he's in on extortion. He's a rapist. Shut the hell up, bitch. Nobody's going to obey anything, you ugly rag. You're a dirty, stinking rag, and a dirty, stinking rag you stay. I'm gonna have you wearing orange, ugly bitch, or a mental hospital gown. Now fuck yourself, ugly bitch. Fuck yourself, rag. Dirty, extortionist rag, shut it. Right? They're, those about little talk about girls. He's a child molester and a sadist. How's your granny, ugly bitch? Talk about little girls. How's your granny? How's your granny? Oh, chakra. Excuse me. How's your dirty ass granny? Boy, did she get cursed in the spirit world, bitch. Bitch bag. Ugly bitch. What are you gonna do, bitch? You gonna play cop? I dare you, bitch. I dare you to pop into you, and I dare you fuckers to break through the closet, because I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you, fuckers. And it's not gonna be play cop, you ugly fucking bitch. Ugly bitch. Ugly bastards took chakras all these years. That's all it was. Right. Yeah, the advantage or some
ugly rag, bitch. Poor plane down, Stephanie. Just bring me out. Whole thing ate big. Bum's bragging about eating. If they're you, bitch. You're just an ugly fag. When you people like you, names like that. Gay, me too. Nobody made an agreement. I wouldn't make an agreement with a dog. You're a damn bird. Nobody makes a. What the hell, ugly bitch? How's your granny? She made an agreement. No. Did you like that? Talking about is good. You're a dirty one. You are. You're a gentleman. You are a retarded. Standard. You're just a retardo with a racial preference. That's just a Nazi. That was the perfect recipe to make black Nazi know. Give them racial prejudice. That's how you make it do. That's how you. There's a black Nazi separatist in a wall. Separatists think that they themselves have with the recordings of me. Never had contact with them, so even if they is, sounded hollow and with someone who wouldn't have contact with him for all the tea in China, as they say. Nobody wants a retarded turd like that. Now, I was just talking about retardos at Burt Gilman Place Apartments at 5100 40th Avenue Northeast. There's a female that lived there. Her name was Nell. And she and her Norman psycho type boyfriend, he didn't really look like Norman, he just looked like a creepy creeper. He was sort of looked like a dead, pale weirdo. I know why now. He looked sort of like pale olive skin. He looked like he had a mental problem. He had short, dark hair, and he worked at a bakery. And Nell, I don't think she ever worked. She was a retardo. And she had a daughter that used to, give her things. Her daughter's a hooker madam and probably in on human slavery. She married somebody from Africa who paid her for his visa. And she had a brothel in Washington, D.C. But anyway, Nell and her boyfriend would pretend to be police, and they would take people's phone calls and record them. And so the black Nazi, there's a black Nazi, he's recorded me talking and then pretended that I was talking to him. So he has a recording of me, and I'm recording him with a recording of me. And what does that mean? He recorded me. They've got illegal footage. They've got illegal video. And it's located, the equipment is allegedly, part of it was located in the smoke detector and the other fire department equipment that the fire department maintains, by the way. Leaving me to question their involvement with the Bloods. And also, the maintenance man knew about it, and he sort of walked off psychotically talking to himself one day about it. He was playing Michael. So, just like the other retards, they all pretend to be cops, don't they? So, a recording that a retard with an 80 IQ has, gosh, that retardo just fed right into my hands. Was he surveilling me or not? Was the ugly black Nazi retard surveilling me? Well, the recording seems to indicate it. It certainly doesn't indicate any relationship with an ugly retardo like him. Nobody would want a relationship with any of these stinky, freaky men. They're not even men here. They all smell like urine. They're ugly. They're smelly. They don't have a brain. They're playing Remove Her. And I hear one of the shits. He's a retardo. He's an Hispanic retard in a wheelchair. And he's covered in tattoos. He likes to act like he's about 17. And he was making cannibalism threats yesterday and threats about having my head or my arm. He's a sick psycho. He looks like 70. He's in a wheelchair. One leg is larger than the other. It just looks like he has elephantiasis. And then they're playing things like the Hispanic creep. He's talking about leaving her room and yap. And so they thought starve me to death and have me drinking toxic water here. So part of the harassment when I've gone out and before I leave was contrived so that I wouldn't leave my room, so that I quietly starved to death. And I may have, fed into their hands, because at one point, like at Burt Gilman, you have the net, you've got the trail, so you have a very small range, you barely leave the apartment, and you have a lot of things to keep you interested, like your art or something. I don't have any of that here. There was no reason to move anything here. There's a whore playing something about quiet. You can go to hell, you ugly bitch. You're not going to tell me what to do, and you're a bunch of dog crap, and if I want to leave, I'm going to leave. You're garbage. I don't care if there's 10,000 of you, you're done. You're a bunch of retards, and I will broadcast you wherever I go. And a fake policeman that's a security guard that's psychotic is not going to prevent me from going. And if he tries to kidnap me, I'll have his license at the very least. You're all restroom, as you like to put it. Go to hell. Squeaky voice retard, go to hell. High voice retard, go to hell. You're an ugly old man. You don't tell people what to do. I don't give a damn what gang you belong to. You're an old man. And the thing in the wall's an ugly creep too. And he's a retard. And he's a racist, ugly retard that nobody wants. So some of the plots regarding starving me, they thought they'd get away with it by making it mysterious and having, people, like it'd be deep web and they'd say, somewhere in Russia, this political prisoner is being starved. She's Lucifer, she's Satan. So it's a bunch of dirty, satanic zombies that took the fall with Satan, pretending I'm the evil one, and they're trying to tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. You can go to hell. I'll call the police in mid-sentence. Maybe the FBI can hear you screaming and yelling and trying to tell me what to do. So that ugly security guard that flaps his gums and pretends to be a cop, I'm going to get video of the bastard. You come near me, you ugly bastard, there's trouble. You're a dirty, stinking, reeking, putrid piece of garbage. You're not going to stop me from going anywhere, including fucking following me around. All I have to do is just tell every store, call the police. Every business, call the police. They're all psychopaths. And if they play along with you, they're going to get caught too. Plus, you're all cursed and very powerfully. You have no future and you have no ancestry. And if you're wondering about the ancestors, well, they went out of their way to destroy mine and my favoritism in the spirit world. But they apparently destroyed their own just, by doing so. Shut up, reeking stench. There's a whore chanting. Shut up, bitch. So a lot of the kidnapping serious attempts, they usually have at 4 a.m, a plot, maybe after midnight when they think I'll be asleep and they can break through. And then they'll have vehicles in the neighborhood set to go. Maybe people trying to, break in or trying to coerce their way in. So they could drag me to the storage room, or even the apartment down below me, or a basement, like I said. The bums thought they'd hold me in slavery and that I'd be ironing for the slaves. I'll iron them. Not going to be a handy slave, that's for sure. There's going to be so much trouble. It's not going to be worth it, ugly bitches. And by the way, ugly old man in a wheelchair, look like an elephantiasis person. Did you get elephantiasis? Is that two different people's legs there? Is that your twin's leg or your leg? Yeah, when you come in my room, you're not gonna think it's funny, ugly bitch. You're not gonna think it's too funny. Guaranteed. It's illegal, and I have the right to defend myself if you come through my room. And then you're gonna be set explaining, why is there a hole in the floor, the wall? I'm not afraid of you bastards. I'll broadcast every second of it also. You're not going to terrorize me anymore, ugly bastards. So if you believe in psi, it opens up an intent field, and it's sort of like somebody set me to have power, but the bums have grabbed my chakras and tissue. It's not their talent even. So it's just the model of the monkey and the supercomputer, the monkey and gross children of the USA monsters. And they just took uterine chakra, and they're playing mine all night. Nothing is yours, you ugly bastard. You're just a gross bastard. Nothing is yours. Just laughed at this. So, retarded security guard pretending he's a cop. It's pretty funny how you could have a security guard arrested for impersonation of a cop, and also have he or she lose their licensure in the state of Washington or whatever state they're licensed to. So if it's an out-of-state security guard from California, first of all, they're not allowed to practice in Washington. They'd have to have licensure here. And then, of course, they're not allowed to play cops. So it's pretty funny, all the things you could do to people. They have sometimes some people in scrubs. Sometimes they're scrubs, scrub people. And sometimes they are maybe dental assistants or doctors. Well, or doctors in training, maybe. All you have to do is film the people and say these people were on the bus and they were pretending they could drag people off to a mental hospital. Don't make up anything. And just depending on what plot they're involved in, tell the state of Washington and broadcast their face and say, this person said they were a doctor and I want you to be alert. And you could actually take that video to the news and have a bulletin put out on that person that is just like this creep. You get a video of the security guard, and you get a bulletin put out on the bastard that he's impersonating a cop, and for sure he's not a cop. He masturbates in the janitor's room and masturbates into the water, puts meth lab chemicals in there. You get a video of the bastard, and presto, there goes his license, and you get the bastard on the news. And he's also involved, he's a black Nazi, he's in a separatist movement, thinks he's going to take over the government, which is basically the truth. But obviously, I'm not going out and, shooting like they've threatened to do. But, they've all threatened to go out and shoot people. Oh, and they just made a motor noise again with my chakra. You probably can't hear it. Excuse me. So they always think they're gonna, kidnap before it's sunrise. Well, it's, before it's sunrise. Oh, it'll be big mystery. Where did Lisa go? Oh, got a truck waiting around the corner. Like I'm just gonna go willingly with some pissant that pretends to be a cop that's from the LaSalle, LaSalle, and it's the hotel at the Pike Place Market, which is actually, it's not a hotel, it's an apartment building. And it was gray, I think, the last time I saw it, kind of a cute building. It's also where the bums go to eat breakfast and lunches and dinners. What is it, breakfast and lunch or dinner? Maybe dinners and lunches, I don't remember. It's for senior center, and it caters to a lot of bums like the bums here. A lot of smelly, ugly, rejected men that are rapists. And the bum security guard is claiming I owe money. And actually, it's kind of funny. I went through my paperwork the other day and I moved out with a zero balance. I didn't have to pay any deposit because I cleaned my apartment like I was supposed to and got rid of my possessions. But I don't have to explain to him. And the whore that's in with him, they're playing sold and blah, blah, blah. Yap, yap. Six people in there. There's also, it sounds like the transgender is in there too. Well, let me see. Back. And they're doing flesh attacks as we're talking. Go to hell, ugly bitch. When you tell me not to leave, you know what that means, you ugly whore? That means leave. Though the whore's playing not leaving, bitch, I'm just going to record every second, including a break-in. You're not going to terrorize me anymore, and I tell everybody wherever I go, oh yeah, that's just the psychotic people that maimed me because I wouldn't take purses, I wouldn't take backpacks, I wouldn't kidnap babies. I wouldn't help them collect guns in an anti-government movement. Just tell people on the metro that. Oh yeah, he ejects people. He's a heroin addict. He's in on heroin. I wouldn't sell meth for them. It's all true. So I used to work with bum and illegal tape. One of the bums was playing my voice earlier and thinking I'd be horrified. Ooh, he taped me. A dirty, ugly bum taped me. Ooh, a dirty, ugly bum. And it has a hollow sound to it, so you can tell that it's not talking to him. Oh, yes, a relationship with an ugly, retarded dog. It's probably not even legal in some states to even be with such retarded morons. There are laws that, allegedly protect retarded people. Retarded people aren't supposed to have relationships. So they've quite torn me apart, and there was a bum in a car, too. Shut the. I'm recording every particle, and I'm with me broadcast. There's been no relationship with you uglies. Oh, and what was that Nell's daughter's name anyway? It comes from Washington, D.C. Oh, yes, Mary. Forgot her letter, but always kicked with HIV. Probably 18, 7, over. The way all these morons have one thing in it. They all play government. They're retarded psychotics. So ugly, bitch. I want you to me in public and pretend you're going to be interviewed as an ugly black Nazi moron. And one of the whores is threatening. You know what I do to those who threaten possession? You know what I'll do to somebody or something that, bitch, burn in hell. Burn in hell, godless crap. So I definitely would like a dirty black or some other kind of dirty freaking moron to come up to captured on video and call 911. And I know you fuckers are gonna run like little girls. And any cop that pretends you're a cop, that's just a dirty cop and he'll lose his job. So I don't think they're gonna do it for you, ugly bitch. Shithead. And they've got guys chanting, you should hear them. Gabble, gobble, gobble, gobble. They're trying to hypnotize and they're talking inside. They're sending out, it's like they're distressed. They have actually sex by pretending to be police and emergency by use of sirens and around the ambulance drivers, particularly I would suppose AMR. That are involved with them that are dirty blood Zetas. You could hear him shifting his weight when I said that. He didn't want to, when he chanted, "No spirit, oh, better bring, hurry, quick, there's a siren." Oh, fuck. Oh, should we talk about one of the guys here working? No, dark hair, with wavy hair. He's that chick, barely. I don't think he's 5'3", but I think he. Oh, 6. That he looked quite young. I realized that he